If you are looking for getting more Ultimate Team coins, instead of buying them with real money, go to the auction market and trade. It's more rewarding, cheaper and pretty easy to do as well. Hey guys, Slam90TV again today with yet another squad builder featuring some of the recently released Team of the Season players. We are once again in the 3-5-2 formation, and in goal we do have Joe Hart, plays for Manchester City in the Barclays Premier League, 86 diving, 87 reflexes on him, very solid stats there overall, and he is 6'5" tall as well, which is very nice for a goalkeeper on this game. Central centre back is going to be the Team of the Season Jagielka with 73 pace and then 87 defending as well as heading, so very solid player there. Also low attacking work rate, high defensive work rate, which is perfect for the middle centre back in a 3-5-2. Left centre back is the Team of the Season Mangala, 81 in pace, 84 defending and 85 heading. Very solid card there in my opinion. 6'2" tall, left footed, which is once again very nice that he's on the left hand side of the centre backs. And then the right centre back is Distin, 71 in pace, 78 defending as well as heading. Very solid 6'4" tall there. So pretty solid defensive line there with the three center backs. Moving on to the right midfielder, we do have Ben Arfa. I had him in a lot of squad builders by now, but he's just such a good player on this game with the 5-star skills and the 4-star weak foot ability as well. Moving on to the left midfielder here, we do have Varela, plays for Porto in the Portuguese league, 84 pace, 82 dribbling, 75 shooting and 74 passing. Combine that with 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot ability as well, especially for a non-rare player, that is very good. Then the CDM, first of all, is the Team of the Season Gonalons. Fantastic stats on him, to be honest. Lowest stat is 74 with shooting there, high pace, high defending, high heading as well, and good dribbling and passing as well. Moving on to the other CDM, it's Mwemba, I think that's how it's pronounced, with once again very solid stats there, lowest again being 67 on the shot. Very solid all-round player there. Center attacking midfielder is going to be Dani from Zenit St. Petersburg in the Russian league, 79 in pace, 86 dribbling, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Sadly not a 5-star skiller anymore, but still a very solid player. And then the first striker is actually in the center forward position, but still gets 9 chemistry, is Lazovic. Very solid stats on him all around, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He's 6 foot tall and has got high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate, so a perfect player. And you can probably all guess the right striker for this team. It's of course the Inform Hulk. Very good stats on him there, 91 pace, 89 shooting and 85 dribbling as well. 4-star skill moves, only 2-star weak foot, but I will talk a lot about that later on in the video. So here you've got the squad, guys, and now let's move on to some gameplay with this team. And as in yesterday's episode, I'm going to show you a Gold Cup walkthrough with this team, which you can of course all check out in the background while I talk about this team in general and of course about each individual player. First of all, starting with the goalkeeper, as usual, we do have Joe Hart in this squad. Very solid keeper. I don't think he's as good as he was on last year's FIFA. There he was just ridiculously overpowered, in my opinion at least. Now his reflexes are still amazing, but he hasn't got the best handling anymore. That's just my opinion, of course, and I think with goalkeepers it's kind of like a hit and miss situation on FIFA. Sometimes you get very lucky with them, and sometimes you don't have any luck with them at all. And I think Joe Hart is pretty solid overall, and I think in the BPL I only prefer Hugo Lloris over him. Anyways, let's move on to some of the Team of the Season players. First of all, in the middle, of course, the Team of the Season Jagielka. What a fantastic player he is. He isn't the tallest, I think he's only 5'11", which isn't the tallest for a center back, in my opinion at least, but his standing tackling and his interceptions are exceptional. He's got 87 defending and 87 heading as well, so by this heading stat you can already see that he's got good jumping and good heading accuracy as well, so he still is pretty lethal going forward from corners even though he's only 5'11" tall. His standing tackling, as I just said, is very good. His interceptions are great, marking very good, and he's just a very solid player in the middle of a 3-5-2 defensive line, and probably not my favorite Team of the Season player because all of them I tried out so far are absolutely amazing, but he still is a very fantastic player, and definitely pick him up if you've got the coins for him. I paid I think 140,000 coins, and that is not much at all, to be honest. Moving on to the other Team of the Season center back I have in this team, it's of course Mangala, a very good player. His normal card is kind of overpowered. Some might say that's mainly due to the fact that he's got very good pace and is strong as well. And he's got good heading on him. I think he's 6'2" tall, which of course always helps. But this card is just ridiculously good. His strength is improved. His interceptions are great as well. And all around, he's just a fantastic center back in my opinion. So once again, a very, very solid player there. And completing the defensive line was Distin. Now he's usually, I think, perfect for the central spot of the 3-5-2 center back formation, because he's 6'4" tall and hasn't got, I think he's got 71 pace, but Mangala, of course, for example, has much higher pace. Anyway, 71 is definitely decent enough for this game, and still a very solid center back in my opinion, completing the 3-man center back line. Moving on to probably one of my favorite players of this team, which was actually Gonalons. And he was just, first of all over the pitch. He can also score goals, as you can see on the screen right now, but that's not the main kind of thing he has to do for your team. He has to defend, and he does that really, really well. Of course, his high pace helps with that, but still, his defending in general is just great. His heading is good as well. He's good at passing too, and his dribbling is good enough to get out of any dangerous positions. And for under 100,000 coins, I think I paid 80,000 coins for him. He's just a wonderful player in my opinion, and definitely belongs into any sort of French team, and then of course Ligue 1 team or any hybrid squads you can basically place him into, because he definitely is a fantastic player. Actually, same goes for Mwemba. I was very surprised by him, even though his stats overall are very good. He's pretty small, but anyways, he's still a very good center defensive midfielder, very aggressive, he felt in game, and also very strong, so a very decent player there next to team of the season Gonalons. Moving up to the outside midfielders, first of all, Varela, as I said earlier, very good stats, especially for a non-rare player, and his dribbling actually is very, very good on this game, in my opinion. Right midfielder Ben Alpha, don't have to say too much about him. The 5-star skill moves are always handy if you have got a player with kind of flair in your team. You can do some nice skill moves with, and his shooting is also pretty good, and he can cut in on his preferred left foot. Moving on to the center attacking midfielder Dani. As I said earlier, in FIFA 11 and in FIFA 12 he had 5-star skill moves, and there he was one of my favorite players. Anyways, still with the 4-star skills and the 4-star weak foot, he's just a very, very good player in that center attacking midfield spot, sits in the perfect spots, gets some good shots in as well. His shot is definitely still very good as it was on previous FIFA versions, and just all around a very nice center attacking midfielder on this game in my opinion. And moving up to the two strikers, first of all Lazovic with 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, very, very good player. I could have gone with Kurjakov for chemistry reasons, for example, but I just wanted to try out Lazovic simply because he's the more well-rounded player. And what I mean by that, he's got, first of all, got good skills, he's got good weak foot, he's 6 foot tall, so reasonably tall as well. He's got high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate, which is always perfect in my opinion for a striker on this game. And then his finishing is actually very, very good once again, especially for a non-rare card. So I got him for under 1,000 coins, and that's always very, very nice. And now finally moving on to the inform Hulk, the last player of this team. And first of all, I didn't really know what to expect from him or what to think of him in the first couple of games, because he felt a little bit clumsy, and if you come up against good defenders and people who actually know how to defend, and that he only has 2-star weak foot, you will have probably a very difficult time with him, simply due to the fact that he can't really score with his weak foot from outside the box. And if people know that and they defend really, really well with pacey center backs and just basically defend, so you have to go with your right foot with Hulk, you don't really can implement him too well into the game. However, if you have got some space with him and if you can use his left foot, it's absolutely deadly. He's also very pacey, has got good penalties, good free kick stats as well, and also with that, you once again have got a good corner kick taker in your team, which I think is very, very important on Ultimate Team, because they score a lot of goals from corners, and if you've got a player who can just place the ball directly onto your center back's heads, and then of course if you use the addition of the LT-RT combination to kind of move your players in front of your opponent's defenders, that's a bonus as well. So Hulk, still a very good player, and I think I paid 248,000 coins for him. Pretty solid player, but once again the 2-star weak foot really is a huge letdown on him. But if you can attack well, then he definitely is a good player, and you can of course move him down to center attacking midfielder, center midfielder, or maybe even try him out as a CDM, probably next to David Luiz in a kind of troll squad. So overall, once again, a really enjoyable team to play with, and once again I have another team planned already with a couple of more team of the season players, so stay tuned for those more videos, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Please let me know with a like rating, that would be awesome and would as always help my channel out massively. So once again, thanks a lot for watching this video and for listening through the whole commentary, guys, and I'll talk to you later. And then the final player of the team, the center attacking midfielder, is the team of the season Diamanti. 76 in pace, 87 shooting, 85 passing and 89 dribbling, 4-star skill,